This is the Iowa Weather Report for Thursday, October the 25th, 2012. Now, the first look at the 0Z GFS Model Run. At 1 p.m. this afternoon, we have a trough digging into the northern part of the country with a cold front swinging through the western Great Lakes into the central plains. And we have Sandy in the Bahamas as possibly a major hurricane by the time you see this. We have a cold front with a low up in the Lake Superior, some showers, maybe an embedded thunderstorm, and maybe some snow in northwest Iowa. That ends early, though, because by Friday the front is now well to our east. It'll be cold, highs in the 40s to around 50, maybe some low 50s. And you see Sandy off the Florida coast moving north-northeast. And here it is on Saturday. We have the frontal system well to our east, Sandy off the coast, very strong winds along the Carolina coast with some rain there as well. Around here on Sunday, there could be a few clouds with maybe a flurry, but the chances of that are like 10% or so. But Sandy still remains offshore just east of Cape Hatteras, and it begins to move away. And we have some lake effect snow, in fact, or maybe even lake effect rain in the Great Lakes with this system, really causing a bit of problems in New England. You can see a piece of it comes off into New England. We're still on the cold side. It's going to be cold, highs in the 40s to low 50s all week because of this thing just blocking the pattern up. Sandy, or the remnant of, by this point, it'll be an extratropical system. It'll be a cold core system, will be swinging into the Canadian Maritimes, bringing snow across the Great Lakes and nothing but a few clouds here. And even a week from today, we still have it over northern New England, then a ridge developing in the Plain States, and a bit of a trough in the west. But the main story will be Sandy, or the remnant of, around here. Now, some models take it further south and much stronger. It's still too early to determine that, but it looks like the East Coast could see some interesting weather in the next week. But around here, even a couple days later on November the 5th, this would be the day before Election Day, we have a trough axis moving across the northern tier of the country. Otherwise, a pretty much west-east zonal flow. And with that, we have quick-moving storms and some bursts of some cooler air, but not overly cold air. So highs will remain likely close to normal, maybe 40s to lower 50s, maybe some rain or maybe a mix by this point. And at the end of the forecast, on the 9th of November, we still have mainly a zonal flow, if this is right, with a cutoff low in the south and west, and these cutoff lows are down here, need to be watched carefully because they could swing up our way, and if cold air was in place, we could have a real big snowstorm. But there will be no cold air in place, and this is still more than 2 weeks out, and we have plenty of time to look at it. But last night's satellite image showed Sandy on the far lower right portion of the screen about to hit southern Cuba as almost a major hurricane. And then we have the frontal system that's bringing the cold air down with some rain and a few thunderstorms. The watch warning map from last evening, you can see the hurricane warnings out in the Atlantic, some tropical storm warnings along the Florida coast, but otherwise some winter weather advisories in Nebraska into Wyoming and up into the northern Rockies, and some freeze watches in Kansas down into Oklahoma and Texas Panhandle. QPF chart precipitation over the next 5 days through Monday evening at 7 o'clock, showing most of the rain you see in Iowa is going to fall either last night or today. So most of this will be gone by later tonight.